A COVID-19 relief deal could be dead on arrival when it gets to the president's desk. Donald Trump is threatening to not sign the bill into law after months of back and forth between Democrats and Republicans who finally came to an agreement. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest from Washington.
Derailing the deal.
Send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package.
In a White House-produced video, President Donald Trump taking to Twitter to announce he is rejecting that coronavirus relief package, sending shockwaves through Congress after originally signaling he would sign the bill into law.
The bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated.
The president labeling the carefully crafted bipartisan agreement a, quote, disgrace, demanding Congress increase direct cash payments to most Americans from $600 to $2,000. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris calling out the president for waiting this long to voice his opposition to the deal.
We definitely need to get relief. And I mean, the challenge was, as even the speaker said, they didn't get any feedback from the president.
Although Trump chose not to be a part of the negotiations, his Treasury Secretary was. And after Congress reached a deal, Secretary Mnuchin told CNBC stimulus checks were coming fast.
Again, let me emphasize that people are going to see this money the beginning of next week.
But now there's no telling when Americans will see that money or any additional relief. COVID unemployment benefits are set to expire this week and eviction protections the week after. Also, the COVID deal was tied to a larger $2.3 trillion spending bill to fund the federal government. If President Trump doesn't sign it, the U.S. government could shut down on December 28th. Meanwhile, struggling Americans are desperate for help.
There's been a lot of politicking, and I think the American people are just sort of tired of that.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is calling for a special session tomorrow to take up Trump on his demand for $2,000 stimulus checks as an additional bill. But even if it passes in the House, it is likely dead on arrival in the Senate. There's also just simply not enough time to get a new deal done and passed in both chambers of Congress. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News in Washington.